Now at 11, attention on East Palestine from both the state and federal levels reaches a crescendo today.
All families need to know that they are safe.
The head of the EPA and state leaders get a first-hand look as home testing for toxic chemicals continues.
It's scary because they could come test it tomorrow and it'd be safe. But is it going to be safe a month from now? Is it going to be safe 2 months from now?
Now, despite all the attention on East Palestine, homeowners there remain filled with fear and questions. Both of Ohio's senators are calling for tougher legislation on safety inspections and regulations when it comes to the railroad industry. News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis has been on top of developments right from the start. He tells us tonight some East Palestine residents are calling for restrictions on how much of a hazardous chemical should be allowed to come through their village.
I've had massive headaches since it started. I've had to leave work because I couldn't quit coughing.
Betty Kelly says the impact of hazardous chemicals running through her neighborhood in Leslie Run Creek, 80 feet from her home, has been a constant concern as she and her neighbors have one big question.
Why are people outside of the 1 mile radius not being given attention to?
Betty says homes just outside the 1 mile evacuation zone deserve paid in-home inspections and water well testing as well. Something she brought to the attention of the Ohio and U.S. EPA. Both were on the scene Thursday testing homes for the effects of the February 3rd Norfolk Southern train derailment and chemical spill.
I have a 1-year-old granddaughter and a 2-year-old granddaughter living at my house.
News 5 investigator Tara Morgan pressed U.S. EPA Administrator Michael Regan, who was also in East Palestine on Thursday, asking him if air, soil, and water tests would be expanded beyond just 500 homes. Regan would only say, quote, "We're looking at the proper radius to ensure we're protecting public safety and, quote, the science will dictate how far it spans out, so we're trusting the science."
There's a lack of trust. There's a lack of trust of the EPA, of government.
Ohio Senators Brown and Vance were also on the ground in East Palestine on Thursday. In this letter to the NTSB, both called for better rail car inspections, saying rail workers were given 3 minutes to inspect each rail car. Now they're getting just 30 to 45 seconds.
All of us need to understand, are these inspections done right? We've had two other derailments in Ohio, one in Sandusky, and Norfolk Southern still hasn't paid fully.
Both Vance and Brown also demanding the NTSB update its definition of a high hazardous flammable train like the one that derailed in East Palestine, so that communities can be better informed when that type of train is coming through their community.
Not labeling this train high hazardous is one of the reasons why I think it caused problems. It's one of the reasons why the local community was not aware what was on the train in the first place.
Meanwhile, Betty's idea of better train legislation and guidelines is to limit the number of rail cars that can carry hazardous materials on each train. So if there's an accident, its impact on the community like hers is much more manageable.
I don't think that any train should be carrying 50 cars, 20 cars of them type of chemicals.
And because of Betty Kelly's effort in directly contacting the Ohio EPA, she says the director of the Ohio EPA himself has agreed to come to her home and conduct an in-home inspection. That's something Betty hopes happens within the next week. News 5 will continue to follow up on this developing story. Reporting right here at Leslie Run in East Palestine, Ohio, I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.
Now, Governor DeWine is stepping up his efforts to bring more resources to East Palestine. He spoke with the White House today. He addressed the need for more federal help.
We're deploying teams from HHS and the CDC now. Our priority, as I said 2 days ago, is the health and safety of the community. That is indeed our top priority.
And there's more. DeWine requested on-the-ground teams from the Department of Health and Human Services. He also sent a letter to the CDC requesting the immediate deployment of medical experts. News 5 has returned to East Palestine repeatedly since the train derailed February 3rd. We plan to keep going back and getting you answers and bringing you the latest information. You can find all our coverage on our News 5 website and our News 5 app.